This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, attended a retreat to discuss the UAE's post-oil phase. The retreat, which began on Saturday morning and continued today over at the Bab Al Shams Resort in Dubai, saw their Highnesses take part in the retreat discussions that look to develop a comprehensive national programme for a diverse and sustainable economy. The first day began with the current state of the UAE economy by reviewing GDP growth rates since 1980 and the contribution of oil and non-oil sectors. One of the sessions was dedicated to highlighting the opportunities for the development of the vital non-oil sectors in the UAE. 4 teams were created to brainstorm and discuss initiatives within each sector, including human capital, a knowledge economy based on technology and innovation, government policies, and social welfare. Dubai's Department of Economic Development has announced new standards in the Dubai Service Excellence Scheme, which will see participating outlets evaluated on how disabled-friendly they are. The new standards have been introduced as a part of the DED's strategy to support the My Community, A City for Everyone initiative of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of the Executive Council, which looks to transform the Emirate into being completely disabled-friendly by 2020. The DED also plans to introduce disabled friendliness as a criteria for the Dubai Quality Award and the Dubai Human Development Award. The new standards introduced include the amount of space provided for those with disabilities, readiness of cashiers to serve the disabled, and initiatives meant to help them. Mohammed Bouchainan, the Executive Director of the Business Excellence Centre of the DED, revealed that mystery shoppers in the programme are now trained to evaluate participating outlets for their disabled friendliness and that they are calling on everyone to promote the new standards and services. To participate, retail outlets must demonstrate at least 75% compliance with the membership standards. And continuing with the DED, the department registered an increase of 59% of consumer complaints last year. That's from 2014, hitting 21,896 last year. Officials were quoted saying that the figures come off the back of a number of campaigns, increased consumer awareness and easier ways of submitting complaints. Mohammed Rashid Ali Luta, the Executive Director of the Commercial Compliance and Consumer Protection Sector at the DED, was quoted saying that last year they took their efforts to a new level, forging strategic partnerships with the private sector and delivering their consumer rights messages to the general public across a number of different platforms. Dubai has welcomed its first ever private inpatient rehabilitation centre, which is located at the Canadian Specialist Hospital. His Excellency Humaid Mohammed Al Khatami, the Chairman and Director General of the Dubai Healthcare Authority, officially inaugurated the new 35 million dirham facility, which aims to offer a quick recovery for patients after surgery or those suffering with chronic diseases and pain. The centre brings expertise from a renowned Austrian rehabilitation centre provider, Wagner Health and Care, which also marks their first centre here in the Middle East. The new rehabilitation unit has a total of 48 beds for medium to long-term patients and will specialise in services such as orthopaedics, metabolic diseases, cardiology, neurology, as well as oncology. Commenting on the opening, Dr. Stephen Wagner, the CEO of Wagner Health and Care, stated that the centre comes after receiving a large interest among patients from the GCC region, adding that it can also play a role in strengthening Dubai's status as a medical tourism destination. Additionally, the Chief Medical Officer of the Canadian Specialist Hospital stated that the new services will allow them to offer a complete service for their patients after their surgeries.
we settled 5 indications, especially orthopedic indication and diabetes indication. And I'm very convinced, especially these 2 indications, there will be a big demand. And I think that a lot of people and patients coming from this region and GCC nations will accept this offer and will come to Dubai for this course. With our partners, the Canadian Specialist Hospital, we talked about it. Now we want to start this joint venture and to prove the success, and we are very open to go together to other nations.
We are running this hospital for the last 9 years. Really, there was last year demand for this center because we are doing a lot of type of surgery, brain, neurosurgery, spine surgery, orthopedic, knee replacement and hip replacement. We are receiving a lot of trauma cases. So also we have cardiology department. These all needs rehabilitation after the procedure or after the surgery. So we think about make a joint venture with a well-known rehabilitation center over the world. We select Wagner Center in Health from Austria, which they have many centers throughout Austria and out of Austria. So today we open this joint venture to run this department with their help, with high tech of European style.
The Road and Transport Authority has awarded a 191 million dirham contract to improve Awir Road as well as the entrance of International City. The works come after His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, endorsed a number of projects and transportation systems on a recent visit to the RTA's headquarters. Commenting on the directive, His Excellency Matt Al-Tayer, the Director General and Chairman of the Board of Executive Directors of the RTA, revealed that the project is being rolled out in collaboration with Nikhil, the main developer of International City, and comes off the back of a traffic impact study covering the Dragon Mart extension and traffic build-up due to a single entrance shared by residents of International City. A 2-lane flyover will be constructed at the juncture of Nouakchott and Awir roads, as well as a service road in both directions. The construction of a pedestrian and cycling bridge will also be carried out to ease movement between Al Waqar and International City. The existing 4 main roundabouts in International City are to be transformed into signalised junctions, and the existing lane will be widened by adding 1 or 2 lanes in certain sectors. And over in Sharjah, the Emirates Road and Transport Authority recorded a 21% rise in the number of people using public transport last year compared to 2014. Abdulaziz Al-Yawan, the Director of the SRTA for Transport Affairs, revealed that over 42.7 million passengers used the public city and intercity buses and taxis in 2015, which transported around 117,000 passengers every day last year. He added that the 4 franchise taxi companies operating 5,009 cars in Sharjah ran just under 36 million trips and covered 469,832 kilometres last year. And the most numbers of rides were recorded in May at 3.2 million. Over 5.7 million passengers were transported by 130 intercity buses on 14 routes. And it was also noted that inspectors issued 2,268 fines against bus and car drivers for illegally transporting passengers. And finally, looking to other news now, a captivating universe of kinetic art was launched into the Middle East region today as the Mechanical Art Devices Gallery launched here in Dubai. Created by MBNF and brought to the UAE by Ahmed Siddiqui and Sons, the M.A.D. Gallery allows visitors to explore a selection of specially curated mechanical art devices by an impressive roll call of artists who, through their work, are pushing the boundaries of the traditional definition of art. Some of the artists and works include Berlin-based artist Frank Buchwald's Machine Lights, sculptures by Chinese artist Jia Hang, Kinetic creations by a UK-based creative collaboration, Lie Kingland, and French-born Quentin Carnet's pieces using thousands of vintage watch components. The M.A.D. Gallery Dubai is the third instalment of the concept after Geneva and Taipei. And according to the creator and founder, the emirate was chosen due to its artistic influence in the region.
We created the M.A.D gallery in Geneva in 2011. M.A.D means mechanical art devices. It's the first ever gallery which concentrates on mechanical art. We then created the one in Taipei 2 years ago, and now the third one is in Dubai. Why Dubai? The art scene is super vibrant. Also, why Dubai? Because we've been working with the Siddiqui family I've been working personally for over 17 years, and it was just such a pleasure and honor to work with them. Now, at the end of the day, we've opened 1 week, and we have never seen such incredible traffic and amount of interest, even in Geneva and even in Taipei. That tells you a lot.